Well, hello there. Yes, this is French Accents Cellar and Wine. I was waiting for you. We had an appointment for a wine tasting. Well, it is nice to meet you. It is always very nice to see a couple coming together to my sessions. What is your name, madam? Isabel. Nice to meet you. And sir? Robert. Nice to meet you too. So, sit comfortably and we are going to start the session. French accent ASMR. The second thing I want to do quickly is, let me put this on the side. I want to introduce you to this decanter. It's exactly to decanting the wine, and what I would like to do is to start by pouring the wine that we are going to try in this decanter so that the oxygen can get in while we are talking about the other wines, and then by the end of the session it will be ready for us to try, okay? It sounds good? Yes? Are you happy? Alright. So, this is a Bordeaux, okay? And I'm going to simply open the bottle. I will talk about this wine further into the session, okay? I will just open it for a moment and pour it in the decanter using this beautiful wooden bottle opener. We have them for sale in the shop, and you will see that all the pieces will look different, and so they are absolutely unique, okay? So it's a very elegant, a little heavy opener, but not too much, and this is strong enough so that you feel confident on opening the bottle, okay? So there you go. Now I'm going to simply add this type of collar. It's a collier de Bacchus. Bacchus was the god of the wine. Put it here, and simply the drop will stop here, and then it will allow you to have a clean service of the wine. To open it like this, okay? And then I'm going to pour the wine in it. I'm going to simply hold this about 45 degrees, okay? And then I will simply pour the wine. You see that drop? So it's going to stop right there. Alright, so now our wine is ready to work for us, and in order for us to enjoy it a little bit later on, I will come very close to you, very intimate close up, in order to try the wine, okay? All right, Isabel and Robert, how did you enjoy this little presentation so far? You liked it? All right, I'm very glad. And apparently you both chose the wine that you would prefer to try next week, so I'm glad. So now we are going to start the testing of the one that you've chose last week, okay? So the first thing I would like to ask from both of you is, if you see this glass of water close to you, please have a sip or two of it, and we're going to rinse our mouth and palate, okay? So go ahead. Yes, of course, I'm going to tell you why we do this. It's because you may have not eaten for a while, or have eaten something that does not necessarily suit the wine, and then it's just to sort of wash out the taste that you could have in your mouth, okay? That's the first step to do this. And the second step is going to be to eat a little something before we start the wine, which will have the same idea of washing out your mouth, as well as preparing the palate to receive the wine. And if you are having appropriate food, which I would say nothing sweet, basically, it will start to work your taste buds. And the reason is that when you are trying younger wines like the one we are going to try, it can be harsh or too dry or acid because of the tannin. I think you already noticed, if you try a wine straight away, then you put it to rest with oxygen, even with the decanter, without decanter, the taste is going to start to change already. And then the more you get into your dinner, the more this aroma is going to change and get better and better. Did you notice? So that's the reason why we're going to eat something right now, okay? Just to wash out. Yes, okay. So I've just brought a few olives, as well as a French delicacy called saucisson sec, which is dried sausage, and also some Gouda cheese. Did you ever try it? That is the occasion. Please pick one. You too. Alright, perfect. So we are going to start with the French delicacy called saucisson sec, and that's how it looks. You see, it's like salami. It's dried salty meat. Yes, it's delicious, and let's try this. I love this. It's probably my favorite thing, the French food. I'm not complicated. Can you feel your taste bud already working and your saliva trying to find what's going on? Good, very good. And I'm thinking of some olives, okay? And then we can keep the cheese for when we've started the wine. So please have one. Perfect. So this is a black olive, and it's nice with pretty much all the wines. There is a bone. Be careful. Alright, so now we're going to start to try the wine, and yes, of course, I'm going to explain to you in details why we are decanting the wine. There are two main reasons for this. First of all, not all wines need decanting. Usually decanting is associated with old wines, ports, vintage wines. Simply because these old wines throw off sediment, and then in order to separate the sediment from the actual wine, we put it from the original bottle to a decanter. And even sometimes in a big restaurant they tend to put it back in the original bottle in order to present it to the customer on the original bottle. So you will have the sediment of the wine staying at the bottom of the decanter, and it will offer you a really clear, beautiful wine in your glass without no sediment at all. Okay. The second reason why we use a decanter, even for younger wines, such as the one we are going to try tonight, it's because it allows the oxygen to get into the wine, and this helps to ventilate the wine simply for our degustation and for a good experience of the wine. Of course, you don't have to have a decanter. You can simply open the bottle and leave it at room temperature, and you just remove the lid a few hours before your meal. Okay. Please have your drink. And I will put yours, Isabelle, here. Okay, we are all set up. We are going to observe a 3-step rule called the 3S. That's the rule to follow in order to test a wine. And the 3S's are see the wine, swirl the wine, and simply sip the wine. Okay, so see the wine. You can see the color, the pure color of the wine, and so to do this, you can tilt the glass just like that in order to see the clarity, or is it cloudy. You see, you can admire the color of the wine simply. The color of a wine is of course what's the most recognizable and easy. Usually older wines have deeper color. Okay, so the second S is swirl. Just like so. So you need to hold the glass by the button, and the reason for this is not for the show, but mainly because it avoids a radical change of temperature that you could apply with the warmth of your hands. Okay, so either here or from the bottom, just like that. Okay, and you swirl and swirl and swirl. The swirling is going to develop the aroma and break the molecules for you to be ready to smell it. And we've used a glass that you see the shape is made of to be able to ventilate the wine better. Normally those wines are more used for Burgundy's wines, and because they are lighter and then they need a bit more work in order to show the aroma. It starts already to smell very good. I just wanted to add something. I made a mistake. There is 4S, not 3, because we've got see, swirl, smell, and sip. Okay, or savor. So we are at the third step, which is smell. When you swirl like this, you are breaking the molecules of the wine, and then I can tell you that you will know why when you smell it. It smells gorgeous. This Bordeaux is gorgeous. So often, of course, in wine tasting, the wine is smelled before it is tasted. And this is to try to find the components of this the wine. And usually the terms that are used to talk about the wine are aroma and not odor. Aroma has a positive note and odor has a negative note to it, so we would choose aroma. And now we are going to savor the wine, okay? So simply have a sip. Usually the first sip you're going to keep it in mouth a little bit in order to again wash out everything, and in order to have wine in your mouth, not only at the base of your throat, okay, so then it can develop the taste further. And then after having done that one or twice, then you can drink it directly. Yes, that's right. Of course. Yes, this wine is really good, and we sell this in box of 6 bottles and 12 bottles if you want. Yes, of course, you can see at the desk when you leave. Yes, and if I can remind you of this bottle opener, that's very beautiful and unique. Yes, and so you can buy a few of them. They are not very expensive, and you can give it as a gift to your friend or family if you want. I will recommend. You can use your voucher, yes, and then you have a nice discount overall. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a piece of cheese in order to really have the nicest of this wine, okay? So I'm cutting a piece. That's how these goat cheese look, you see. It's the perfect temperature, which is room temperature since the last 2 hours. Cheese are like wines, they need to be taken care of. They need room temperature. It's really important. It really changes the taste, absolutely, such as like the wine. This goat cheese is creamy. It's heaven, isn't it? Let's have another sip, okay? Yes, that's right. It's perfect. You like it, Isabel? Yes. I'm glad. So that's how our session ends. But you guys can stay here at the bar and finish your bottle, of course. Do you want more appetizers with the wine? Yes, we can prepare that for you. I will just give you something to rinse your fingers now that we've touched food, okay? It's just a fresh towel with lemon on it, simply. Very fresh. I hope you've enjoyed your session. Yes, you are happy for next week. I'm so glad. It will be 10 times longer and better. You will learn way more and try these amazing wines. Yes, that's the surprise. Yes, I do a wine session, as I said, once a year. A private wine session once a year. However, the training like today, I do it once a month. And next month, we will be talking about other kinds of wines, maybe ports or sweet wines. We'll see, okay? You can check on our website at www.frenchaccentcellarandwine.com and you will see our schedule. Are you happy? I'm so glad. But please, the evening is absolutely not finished for you, so enjoy your romantic degustation, just the two of you, okay? I'm glad. Thank you. I see you soon. Have a good evening. Thank you. And then I will show you my favorite beer, and this is the most successful beer of our shop, so we will try it together, and then I hope you will enjoy all of these. What do you say? Yes. It sounds really exciting, so I'm really happy to show you all of this. So when you are ready, I am ready. Please sit down. Thank you. Okay, so let's get comfortable. Are you comfortable? Okay, so then it's perfect if you are.